Welcome to today's soccer match between your Watertown Goslings in their home black uniforms facing the Raccoons of Oconomowoc. Former Little 10 rivalry, big-time rivalry between these two towns. And Ray Bezanson here, along with Max Alexander. Pleased to bring you this Saturday morning game. Last regular season game for the Goslings come in with a record of 6-7-1, 6 wins, 7 losses, and a victory tie. Oconomowoc comes in with a record of 4 wins and 7 losses. They had one common opponent early in the year. Oconomowoc lost to Waunakee 0-1, 0-1. Later in the year, Watertown lost to Waunakee 0-7. So, should be a good contest today. Oconomowoc with a couple of more games next week. And then the playoffs will be starting in another week or so. But last game of the season here, 33rd season for Watertown soccer. Been here for most of them. In goal for Watertown, junior Sienna Betcher, Natalia Cortez, Rihanna Bilgreen, Emma Wiestenberg, Kate Kasmerick, Lily Euler, Madeline Bruner, Zoe Chenoweth, Callie Tusher, Savannah Selansky, and Lily Gifford starting for the Goslings. In goal for Watertown, a freshman Audrey Suave, Ava Fox, Catherine Stuckey, Eve Grecius, Alexia Parman, Addison Mulder, Allison Lieb, Paige Westerman, Kira Schauer, Ava Walter, and Natalie Grecius. The two Grecius, if they're related, one's a sophomore, one's a senior. Oconomowoc with throw on the far side. Field is a little wet out there. Saw some of the players slipping a little bit during warm-ups, so that'd be something to watch. And as the ball skids off that grass, if it's wet, it sometimes makes it harder for the goalie to pick it up or for people to get a pass because of the skippiness of the ball. Bringing it down is Walter to the end line, tries to center it. Brought out quickly by the Goslings. That was Chenoweth who brought that out, 16. She's dropped back in a more of a fullback position as Lily Demet is out for the Goslings today. Heard from a source she may have a concussion, not sure about that. Did see in a recent game she had a red card, or 2 yellows. Watertown throw on the far side. I believe that was Bruner throwing it in. Cortez plays up front for the Goslings. Behind her on that far side, Zelansky. On this side is Tusher. Bilgreen in the midfield, along with Lily Euler. Brought out to this side by Stuckey. Unable to catch up. Walter thrown in by the Goslings. This is Bruner on this side, number 11. The green band signifying a captain. Madeline, one of the seniors on the team. Back line for the Oconomowoc. Westerman and Gracious and Parman. In front of their freshman goalkeeper, Suave. For the Goslings at Chenoweth, Gifford, Bruner, and Westerman, or Wiesenberg. Long shot, sails over the goal. Taking the goal kick will be Lily Gifford, another senior. Only 3 seniors on the team for the Goslings. Madeline Bruner, Savannah Zelansky, and Lily Gifford. Maybe their last game here on Arnold Landsberg Field. Field's in great shape. Say a little bit damp from some recent rain this week. Cortez drops it back. Wiesenberg. Rather, that was Euler, number 10. Euler is 10, Wiesenberg is 8. Watertown will have a kick. Watertown trying to get something going here. Oconomowoc into the field. Tracked down, cleared out by Mulder. Kept in play by the Goslings. Now Tusher with it. To Cortez. Natalia gets through, one shot and a save by Suave. Hit it up in the air, turned around and caught it before it crossed the end line. Nice job by the freshman goalkeeper. Mulder to this side. Parman. Kick back by Bruner. Wiesenberg to Euler. And taken by Oconomowoc. Coming in, a shot with the left foot, and it's a goal! Eve Gracious. The left foot just snuck it in on that far side as Betcher went to the ground. Quick goal with the left foot. Just snuck it by the diving Betcher. They had a little bit of a break. Gracious came down. Got off a shot. No one on her. Over the head of Parman. Tusher there. Kicked away from her out of bounds. Bruner all the way up for the throw-in. Bruner, Chenoweth, Gifford, and Kaczmarek, the back line for the Goslings. Kept in by the Oconomowoc bench. Oconomowoc coached by Kayla Hottinger, assisted by Michael Beatty. Watertown's coach Julie Allweil. Been coaching now for a few years, assisted by Clayton Kratzer. Earlier today on the back fields here, the Oconomowoc JVs came away with a victory, 5-3 over the Goslings. Headed back towards the goalkeeper, Suave, and because her player headed the ball and not kicked it, she was able to pick it up. Left-footed punt. Bruner to Wiestenberg, now Euler. Chenoweth taken away by Fox. Bruner upfield. Out of bounds off of Wiestenberg. Throwing it in is Parman. Fox down towards the end line. Bruner is there. And we're going to have a corner kick for Oconomowoc. Coming over to take the corner kick. Stuckey. Senior. 4 seniors, it looks like, for Oconomowoc. Stuckey, Lieb, Grecius, and Mulder. Right out in front, headed, just past on the left side. Chenoweth to take the goal kick. Knocked down by Bill Green. Watertown throw. Ball slipped a little bit coming off the hands of Bruner. And the ref and a side judge call it to Oconomowoc. Parman Stuckey, Chenoweth. Now Tusher ahead for Cortez. Out of bounds off of Parman. Bruner again up. Chenoweth crosses fields for Gifford. Brought back by Oconomowoc. Ava Walter loses it out of bounds on the far side. With the throw-in, Wiestenberg. And that ball hit one of the players in the arm. Handball. Gifford will take this free kick for the Goslings. We're 10.5 minutes in, 2 40-minute halves. It's 1-0 in favor of the Raccoons. Pass ahead, centered. Kicked out by the defense. Gifford up and Cortez caught off sides, but she didn't go after it, and it came back to the goalkeeper, Suave. Getting her shoe tied by teammate. Suave punting with the left leg. That hit the arm of Fox. Ava Fox, a sophomore. Chenoweth. Looking to center up ahead. Down on the ground, Watertown throw-in for Bruner. Got some substitutions coming in for Watertown.
Now in for the Goslings, number 1, Alexis Hubner. Number 14, Maddie Bratz. And number 19, Morgan Scher.
Alexis Hebner, a sophomore, number 1. Madeline Bratz, a junior, number 14. And Morgan Scher, number 19, a sophomore. Morgan with the goal, I believe one of the last games for Watertown. Maybe against Beaver Dam. Not sure that was a 1-0 or against Baraboo. Watertown won 2-0. Watertown on a streak of 4 wins in a row to end the season, trying to continue that streak before the playoffs. But Oconomowoc with a 1-0 lead. 13 minutes almost gone. 27 to play here in the first half. Brought up by Wiestenberg to Cortez. 2 defenders on either side of Natalia. Euler tried to get it up. Brought back by Kira Schauer. On the far side, Walter to the end line. Good job by, I think that was Kazmarek. Long pass ahead to Natalia Cortez. Shot and just wide to the left. Nice long pass from the Goslings. I believe that was Wiestenberg or Kazmarek. Natalia just 2 defenders. She had a step on him, but just couldn't get a lot on it. And it went wide. Drops it for Euler. Cortez with a shot in and to Suave. Walter on the far side. There to kick it away. Euler. Wiestenberg. Brought out by Mulder. Or rather, that was Grecius, the senior. Pass for Fox. Off of Bruner's foot, out of bounds. Thrown in quickly, Grecius with the goal. This time into the side of the net. Paige Westerman, the center defender, along with Grecius. For Oconomowoc, they're all the way up to midfield. Now, Hebner, and kicked right back. Taken by Gifford. Her pass out of bounds. Watertown throw-in. Now picked up by Euler, or by Hebner. Cortez, Natalia, up the sideline. After it is Bratz. And we got a throw in for Watertown. Gifford tracks down this long pass to Chenoweth, back to Gifford. Pass blocked, now Chenoweth. The Coons come away with it. And it goes past the end line. We'll have a goal kick. Good pressure from the Raccoons.
In the game for Oconomowoc, number 4, Brianna Kale.
Brianna Kale, a junior, in for Oconomowoc. Number 11. Playing up front. Gifford's pass Center knocked down by Chenoweth. A shot. Oh, off of Betcher's hand, and there to clear that up was Ava Fox.
Oconomowoc goal by number 5, Ava Fox.
As Betcher went down and knocked the ball away, Fox coming in all alone on this left side and had an open net. 2-0 favorable Oconomowoc. Unusual time, start time for the both teams, 11 o'clock on a Saturday. Well, Cortez, Natalia, shot blocked by Westerman. Then back to picked up by Suave. 18 minutes gone here in the first half, 22 to play. Euler over for Scher. Euler. And we got a throw in on the far side for the Raccoons. Kesmerick kicks it upfield. Cortez drops it for Euler. Over to this side. Scher couldn't control, and it will result in a goal kick taken by Westerman. Freshman goalkeeper for Oconomowoc. Sometimes with the freshmen it's a learning curve, but from a coaching standpoint, if you have a freshman with a lot of experience, may have her for 4 years as a goalkeeper, hopefully improving every year. Pass in by Scher. Fox kicks it to Stuckey. Stuckey ahead for Keel, but picked up by Betcher. Sienna kept busy this year for the Goslings. I'm sure they have a backup goalkeeper if needed, but primarily it's been Betcher all season. Fox unable to keep it in. Throw in for Bruner for the Goslings. We're over halfway through this first half, 2-0 in favor of Oconomowoc. Pass from Keel for Fox. Too far ahead. Bruner with the throw. Fox controls. Now Bruner. Betcher after it. Or Hebner rather, number 1. Parman up. Now Fox. There for the Goslings. Emma Wiestenberg. Chenoweth. Scher. Kept in play by Parman. Schauer with a long pass up the sideline. And just a little too far ahead of Walter. Thrown in by Kesmerick. Now Cortez. He's got one on the side. Scher, I hit for Scher, couldn't get the ball to her. Intercepted by Parman. Stuckey got past Chenoweth. Keel was breaking in, but good job by the defense there for the Goslings. Wiestenberg and Gifford there for the Goslings. To the end line. And we got a goal kick. Chenoweth to take it. Looks like Zelansky back in for Watertown. Senior midfielder.
Goslings number 22, Savannah Solansky.
Zelansky with the goal in one of the last 2 or 3 games for the Goslings. That might have been the goal that beat Beaver Dam, was Zelansky. Right out front, Gifford. To Kesmerick. Brought right back by Shower. Centered out in front. Gifford, good defense. Throw in on the far side. Well, thanks to Watertown TV over the years for bringing you these games. Many, many years ago, VCR tapes recorded, replayed. Gary Fisk got this all going when he was there.
Number 16, Anna Small. For the Goslings, number 20,
Now
Lexi
we're live
Schneider.
streaming some 30 years later. Technology continues to change and improve. We hope you enjoy these games. And Watertown TV always looking for volunteers. More help. The more help, the more programs that can be done for the community. So go to the City of Watertown website, look for the media department, or go to watertowntv.com. Send us your comments, suggestions, your opportunities, your ideas for programming. Long kick. Went wide by Gifford. Goal kick coming up. Taken by Westerman Page, a junior. Nice long kick close to midfield. And a pass ahead for Stuckey. To the end lane, we got an offsides called by the side judge on the far side. One ref on the field, 2 side judges. From the end line to midfield, one on either side. Lily Gifford with the kick after the offsides. 15 minutes to go here in the first half. It's 2-0. Oconomowoc goals by Eve Grecius and Ava Fox. Both sophomores for the Raccoons. To the end line, centered. Hebner, Schneider, and Scheer out there up front for the Goslings. Wiestenberg, Euler, midfielders. Hebner's a midfielder. One with Euler on the far side. Kept in play. Raccoons coming down. A shot off the top of the crossbar. Skipped over the top. Nice shot on the far side.
Now the game for the Goslings, number
Type Angle. Riley Bilgreen in for the Goslings at a midfield, number 18. Riley, a junior. Her sister Rihanna, a freshman. Bruner with the throw. Ahead for Cher. Cher kicked off of her, out of bounds, throw in. Now Bruner, back to Cher. Kicked upfield, Stuckey off of her. Schneider back to Chenoweth to Gifford. Gifford to Kaczmarek. Oconomowoc won that. Got there quicker. Now upfield, taken by Parman. Bruner. Anna Small is in for Oconomowoc. Number 16. At a midfield. And then some massive amount of substitutions here with just over 10 minutes to go in the half. It is 2-0 in favor of Oconomowoc this Saturday morning, May 21st. Tusher back in on a wing on this side for the Goslings. Euler. Natalia Cortez back in. Euler.
Number 4, Natalia Cortez. Number 10, Lily Euler. And number 17, Callie Tusher.
Euler and Tusher back in along with Cortez and Rihanna Bilgreen. Oconomowoc throw on the far side. Substitution. Ava Walter back in.
Number 17, Ava Walter.
Claire Painter is in on this side. Up front for Oconomowoc. Nice pass, Chenoweth there to kick it away. It's Anna Small bearing down on that pass. Kicked away by Chenoweth. All the way up for the throw-in is Grecius. Gifford's pass knocked down. Now kicked away by Weistenberg. Euler on the far side. Off of Walter. Cortez. Pass at midfield. Euler kicks it up. Zelansky trying to move it forward, kicked back by the defenders. Oconomowoc back line doing a nice job today, keeping the play all the way up. Not too far from the midfield line. Knowing that you can't sneak anybody by them, it would be an offsides. And certainly taking advantage of that. 7.5 to go here in the first half. 2-0 in favor of Oconomowoc. And we got a call against the Raccoons. Gifford with this free kick with 7 minutes to go. Long pass, Cortez after it. Gracious there. Kicks it to the side. Zelansky up and went off the defender. I think this is Euler all the way up for this throw-in on the far side. Trying to get a Cortez. Shot! Blocked. And another shot by Wiestenberg. Emma with a nice hard shot. Blocked by the defender, Parma, I believe. Parman. And then got the rebound and kicked it over to goal. Midfield throw-in on the far side. Oconomowoc in the Classic 8 now, facing the Brookfield Schools, Heartland Arrowhead, and Kettle Moraine. Tough conference. So even though their record is less than the Goslings, their competition has been pretty potent. Just kicked out of bounds by Gifford. Got a right foot on it. To the end line. Knocked out by Euler. Wiestenberg, Emma. We got a goal kick. Good job by Emma. Off the Raccoon, out of bounds. Goal kick. Might have been an offsides. Anyway, kicked up by Gifford. Wiestenberg now. Cortez. Natalia. Up ahead for Tusher. Blocked by Parman. Gifford up. Midfield taken by the Raccoons to the far side. Now up the sideline, out of bounds, throw in for Euler, I believe, on the far side. Under 4 minutes to go.
From Oconomowoc, number 2, Kaylin Feist. In for the Goslings, number 1, Alexis Hubner.
Kaylin Feist in for Oconomowoc. Alexis Hebner back in for Watertown. Chenoweth with the interception of that pass. Brought right back. Chenoweth to the far side, out of bounds.
Returning for Oconomowoc, number 6, Catherine Stuckey.
Stuckey back in. Senior for the Raccoons. Ball's taken away from her by Zelansky. Oconomowoc with it, bringing it to the middle. Centering pass with Stuckey. And a shot sailed wide. That was taken by Kira Schauer, 14. Goslings, again, just unable to sustain any real offense pressure. An occasional run up the field, but nothing sustainable. Not sure what that issue is for the Goslings. Whether it's the other team's defense, just some younger players. We're going to have a corner kick. Second one of the day, both by Oconomowoc. Looks like going over to take the corner kick, Alexa Parman. She's a defender. Strong leg with the left foot. Centers it right out in front. Betcher out to knock it away. Betcher's out of the goal, but pass in went by the end line. It's under a minute to go. 2-0 in favor of Oconomowoc here in the first half. It's non-conference action. Watertown TV, Max Alexander on his Saturday morning here. Streaming the game for you, doing all the technical work. Ray Bezanson with the action. Euler back to Gifford to Euler. Under 30 seconds, that pass out of bounds. Oconomowoc throwing on the far side. And that's going to be the end of the half, ladies and gentlemen. The score, Oconomowoc 2, Watertown 0. Goals by Ava Fox and Eve Grecius. We'll see you for the second half. I don't think these girls like to play Saturday morning, Max. Welcome back for the second half of today's soccer match between your Watertown Goslings and the Raccoons of Oconomowoc. The Oconomowoc team is ahead 2-0. Goals by Eve Grecius at 6:22 and Ava Fox at 17:46. Watertown JV team was on the losing end earlier today, 3-5. Oconomowoc won that one. See what the Goslings can do here to turn the game around here in the second half on this Saturday, almost noon on the 21st. Last regular season game for the Goslings as far as their schedule shows. They'll be waiting to see who they're going to play in the playoffs coming up. Oconomowoc in the white uniforms, going left to right here in the second half. Watertown in their home black uniforms. Gifford up for Natalia Cortez, taken by Grecius. There's two Grecius sisters on the Oconomowoc team. Number 18, a senior, helps to anchor that back line in front of the goalkeeper, a freshman, Audrey Suave. And the other Grecius is a forward who had the first goal of today's game. Thanks to Max Alexander and Watertown TV for doing all the technical work and the live streaming of this contest. Thanks to Lisa and Jordan down at the office at the City Hall. Right out in front, shot blocked by Gifford. Tracking the ball down for Oconomowoc. It's number 14, Kira Schauer. Still in play. Eve Grecius off of the defender. Corner kick, first one here in the second half. Two corner kicks in the first half, both by the Raccoons. Left-footed kick coming up. A little bit of a breeze to help her. She tries to center this ball. Up in the air to the far side, headed, and headed again. Right out in front. Shot blocked. I think that was blocked by Wiestenberg, Emma, the sophomore defender. And then a shot taken went over to goal. Gifford to take the goal kick. Lily Gifford in the back along with another senior, Madeline Bruner, on this side. In the middle is a freshman, Zoe Chenoweth, and on the far side, Chenoweth on the far side. Lily Emma Wiestenberg back on defense here in the second half. Kaczmarek moved up to midfield. It's like she and Emma switch positions here. We got a free kick. It's taken by Gifford. Just past midfield. Sends it up. And one bounce to the goalkeeper, Suave. Couple of Goslings had some speed on there. That was Rihanna Bilgreen and Natalia Cortez. They just couldn't get to the ball before Suave picked it out of the air. Play two 40-minute halves. In no overtime. Watertown overall this year, 6-7-1 on a 4-game winning streak here at the end of the season. Centering right out in front. Shot taken, went high. Watertown with victories over Fort Atkinson, Baraboo, Beaver Dam, and then Portage Poinet. But running into a tougher Raccoon team today. old rivalry between Watertown and Oconomowoc. Rihanna Bilgreen upfield. Westerman brings it right back for Oconomowoc at midfield. Drops it for Shower. Taken by Gracious. Ball to the far side. And we got an offsides called by the field judge on this side. Got the Oconomowoc player on the far side sneaking ahead of the pass. Raised his flag and the ref saw it. Bill Green there trying to track it down. Rihanna, freshman. Gets it over to Tusher. Callie trying to bring it up the field. Gets by one. Tries to center it. Now Cortez. Her pass back for Tusher is intercepted by Parman, who's played a good game overall for the Raccoons from her defensive position. Ball taken from Cortez. Bill Green stays on it. Up the field. Gifford intercepts. Try to get it up the sideline for Zelansky. Throw in for Gracious. Wiestenberg there to knock it away. Now Bill Green ahead for court 11 or 17 Tusher. Right back in the middle, Gifford intercepts Zelansky. Cortez had one to beat and couldn't get past Gracious. Natalie is senior. Knocked down by Chenoweth. Missed kick there. Oconomowoc to the far side. It's going to be too far ahead. We'll have a throw-in on the far side. Kesmerick. Chenoweth. So he looked like she stepped wrong. Walking this little limp off. Gifford will come over for the kick. After it, Kelly Tusher got by one, and then couldn't get by the second. Oconomowoc coming up the far side, looking to center. Nice job by Chenoweth to knock that pass out of bounds. 9 minutes gone here in the second half. 2-0, both goals in the first half. To the end line. Centering pass. Went off of Wiestenberg. And then as she tried to kick it out of bounds, it went past the end line for another corner kick. Brianna Keel, Eve Grecius, her sister Natalie Grecius, Paige Westerman all up here for this corner kick right out front. And a little kick over the head, just high over the goal. Nice attempt there by the Raccoons. And Gifford will take this goal kick. 30 minutes to play. Goslings need a goal to get started here. They need something to get them going. Zelansky trying to get something going. Now Cortez. Natalia. Callie Tusher after it in a foot race. We'll have a throw-in over there. The far side. Chenoweth all the way up for this throw.
In the game for Watertown, number 14, Maddie Bratz.
Maddie Bratz in.
Morgan Scher.
And Morgan Scher for the Goslings. Cortez dropped the pass, but taken back by Oconomowoc. Natalia just couldn't get anything on that pass for her teammate. Her teammate wasn't able to win the battle, and Oconomowoc right back. Centers it to this far side of the net. Center in front, nice job by Bruner. Bratz to the far side, Chenoweth. Got another throw-in up to take it, I believe is Parman. Centering, Gifford is there. Shot, and just wide. As Gifford didn't get that ball out of the box, and a shot, quick shot taken. I think that might have been number 4, Brianna Keel. And just went a little bit wide. Rihanna Bilgreen. Her pass brought intercepted by Parman. We got a whistle out here. Free kick coming up for Parman and the Raccoons. The left foot. Now taken by Kazmarek. Ahead for Cortez. It's a foot race. Westerman wins it. And she just clears it. Now, it's going to be a goal kick for Oconomowoc.
Number 17, Callie Tusher.
Tusher back in for the Goslings, 17. Goal kick coming up for Oconomowoc. At midfield, Wiestenberg kicks it to the far side. Yes, Bilgreen, not sure. Stuckey's pass blocked. There's Wiestenberg. Tusher Blocked. Tusher picks it up, goes to the center of the field. Taken away is Bratz. Now Gifford to Bruner. Madeline upfield, her pass out of bounds. Trying to get it ahead for Bratz. Got too much of her right foot on it. Gifford, front of Fox, kicks it out. $25 to go in this contest. 2-0 still in favor of Oconomowoc. Both goals in the first half. Early on in the 6th minute by Eve Grecius. And then 10 minutes later, Ava Fox. Fox with it now. Up by Bruner, centers it. Bruner kicks it off of Fox. We'll have a throw-in for Watertown. Nice crowd out on a Saturday morning. It's like good representation from Oconomowoc. Right out in front there's Wiesenberg. Headed by Wiesenberg. Shot by Fox. And a save by Shiana Betcher, the junior goalkeeper. Ball down near the corner. Oconomowoc brings it to the center. Taken by Kaczmarek. Tusher playing in midfield now. Bill Green to Cortez. Back to the center, no one there but Oconomowoc. Grecius brings it upfield. Now brought up by Bruner ahead. Ooh, just couldn't get it past Grecius. Cortez was breaking towards the goal, but Natalie Grecius used her body to block that pass. Now Bill Green. To the center. Cortez. Natalia takes a shot out front. Breaking in for the Goslings. Was Brat, or not sure who that is, 14, yeah, Bratz. Fox, Bruner back. Right out in front, and a shot and a goal. Pass came in, that looked bad from the get-go. Eve Grecius with her second goal of the day. 58th minute. That pass came in, there was a defender there, but just not in the right, facing the right direction, and Grecius able to get it past Betcher. 3-0 in favor of Oconomowoc. 21 and a half minutes for the Goslings to get back in the game.
For the Goslings, number 1, Alexis Hebner, and number 20, Lexi Schneider.
Hebner and Schneider in for Watertown. Bratz trying to center it for Schneider. There's Hebner, kicked away from her. Back by the Raccoons. Brianna Keel tried to turn on that ball, couldn't quite get her body turned enough, and the ball sailed on her to the left of the goal, to the right of the goal.
Number 26, Kellyanne Gospodarek.
New player in for Oconomowoc. #21. Don't have her on the roster. Taken by Gracious. To Shower. Weiler is there. Hebner for the Goslings. Down to the corner. Kept in by Oconomowoc. Off of Wiesenberg's back. Now upfield. Taken by Bill Green on the far side. Now Tusher ahead for Bill Green. I believe that's Riley Bill Green. Tries to center it. And unable to knock it down was Bratz. Gifford over. Leby back to the center of the field, taken by Shower. Bruner upfield. Leby intercepts. Shower crosses it to the far side. Tusher was there for the Goslings. Came into Betcher off the Oconomowoc player. And Watertown with the throw. Over by the Oconomowoc bench. We got 19 minutes to go, 18 and a half.
And for Oconomowoc, number 16, Anna Small. And for Watertown, number 16, Zoe Chenoweth.
Chenoweth back in for Watertown. And a small in for Oconomowoc. Got a call against Watertown. I think that was Hebner. Came up to get the ball. Long pass to the far side. Centered out in front. Good job by Wiesenberg. Gifford. Now Bill Green. Bill Green or Cher, not sure who that is over there, 18 or 19. On the far side for the Goslings. Taken by Chenoweth. Gifford. Euler. Chenoweth. Taken by Fox away from Chenoweth. Centers it right out in front, and we got an offsides called. As Brianna Keel got a little bit ahead of that pass from Fox. .16 minutes to go, 3-0 in favor of Oconomowoc. Off a Hebner, kept in bounds by Raccoons. Chenoweth. Her pass blocked, now taken by Fox. Her pass ahead dribbles all the way down to Betcher, who came out from the goal mouth. Picked it up. Nice job by Sienna. Be alert for that. Chenoweth up for Bratz. Oconomowoc tracking down this pass. Upfield. Chenoweth off of her foot. Throwing for Fox to Keel. Gifford knocks it out of bounds. 15 minutes to go, all the way up. Gracious with the throw-in. Blocked by Gifford. Kicked up by Kasmerick, I believe. That pass, Chenoweth allows it to dribble out of bounds. We'll have a goal kick.
Now for the Goslings, number 18, Riley Bilgreen. Number 11, Maddie Brunner. And number 4, Natalia Cortez.
Cortez, Bruner, and Riley Bilgreen, number 18 in. So that was on the far side, Morgan Scher. Kept in, taken by Fox. Now Bruner moved up to a forward position. Oconomowoc brings it back. Off a Keel. It's going to be a corner kick, I believe. Third one in this half. Watertown, not one corner kick in today's action, which kind of tells you that they haven't been downfield much in the defensive end of Oconomowoc of the field. Nice corner headed all the way through, kicked out. Cortez de Bruner ahead for Bilgreen, or Scher rather, Morgan Scher. Kicked away from her. Throw and brought right back by Oconomowoc. And Oconomowoc down the side. Ahead for Keel. Gifford just clears it. Parman up for the throw. Centered out front, Gifford kicks that pass away. Pass from Cortez. No one there but Oconomowoc and Stuckey, the senior, with a long shot. Sailed to this left side. Euler back in for the Goslings. So we have Gifford, Chenoweth, Wiestenberg, Euler in for Watertown on the defense. Chenoweth, her pass ahead, intercepted, taken by the Raccoons. Bill Green tried to keep it in play, taken back by Oconomowoc. Gifford tracking down this pass. She'll just clear it up the sideline and kick it out of bounds. Throwing it in Leby. To the goal. Shot and a goal. Eve Gracious with the hat trick today.
A goal in the 70th minute by number 7, Eve Gracious.
You could just see that kind of happen, and she brought it in from this right side. And with a nice left foot, put it into the corner. 4-0 now for Oconomowoc. The sophomore Eve Gracious with the hat trick. And now it's just a matter of let's not give them any more goals for the Goslings, and let's see if we can break this shutout. 10.5 to go. Watertown with some work to do to get on the scoreboard. Here in the second half, I'm not sure that the goalkeeper for Oconomowoc, Audrey Suave, she may have touched it once, but not even sure about that. Wiestenberg kicks it out. Zelansky ahead. Brunner trying to head it. Long pass headed by Chenoweth out of bounds. Levy with the throw in. Gracious with the pass ahead for Anna Small, taken instead by Watertown. Palmer keeps it back in play for Oconomowoc. On the far side, kicked away by Euler. Kept in play. Now centering. And the long pass over the top of the goal. We're 9 minutes to go. 4-0.
Caitlin Feist, number 19, Cassandra Leby, and number 15, Claire Painter. And for Watertown, number 1, Alexis Hebner.
More substitutions in. Gracious gets a break after her hat trick. A sophomore, Eve. Zelansky threw that in. She'll get to do it again. Savannah, the senior. Last game at Arnold Landsberg Field, their home field. And unable to move downfield. That was Brunner trying to break to the goal, knocked down by Natalie Gracious. I don't think it was intentional. Natalie got in the way. So Lily Gifford up for this kick from about 25 yards out here. Up high towards the corner, off the goalie's hands, but nobody there for the Goslings to get it back in. Now Stuckey taken by Goslings Wiestenberg. Taken back by Oconomowoc. And we got an offsides called out here by the side judge with 7 minutes to go. Certainly be nice if the Goslings, this last regular season game, get something on the board against their old rivals. But at the very least, not wanting to give Oconomowoc any more goals. Centering, Betcher knocked it away. Went to the ground. And shot for the open net went wide.
17, Kelly Tusher back in for Watertown.
Gifford knocks it down. Knocked down by Cortez. Natalia. Stolen back by Leby. To another Leby. Cassandra Leby, a freshman. Her sister played most of the game on defense. Allison, a senior. Kaylin Feist after it. Kicked away from her by Wiestenberg, I believe. Tusher, Callie. Centers it. Cortez cannot get it under control. Back to Tusher. And then cleared out by Gracious. All of a sudden, Oconomowoc on a 3-on-3. Oh. Coming in was Brianna Keel. Got past the defender. Stuck it past Betcher. Five 0 now in favor of Oconomowoc. Brianna Keel. I've been working hard all game. Finally just got enough past the defender, and Betcher really had no chance on that. So the Goslings will be waiting to see who they play in the playoffs, whether it's a direction east or west. Gifford, the goal kick. Euler. Kept in by Oconomowoc. Natalia intercepts. Her pass brought back by Westerman. Westerman again. Just cleared out by Euler on the far side. Or the throw-in with 3.5 minutes to go. Long throw in the Keel. She turns and shoots up in the air off of Chenoweth, I believe. Off of Zelansky. She kicked it off of Cassandra Leby. Chenoweth with the throw. 2.5 minutes in this contest. Feist steals it, gets it back. Oconomowoc. Long pass ahead for Leby. And it's going to be a goal kick for Watertown. Well, it's been another exciting year here for the Goslings. They had a 4-game win streak at the end of the year. Just unable to sustain anything today against their old rival, the Raccoons. 6:22, Eve Grecius, and then 2 goals in the second half by Eve at 58:30 and 69:76. Ava Fox in the first half. Brianna Keel, the last goal here for Oconomowoc, makes it 5-0. Bruner now to Tusher. Yeah, Tusher on the far side. Callie. Long pass ahead by Euler. Cortez there, so was the goalkeeper. Empty goal. Hebner trying to get it up. Now Kesmerick. Stuckey steals it. Blocked by Euler. Keel on the far side down towards the corner. On her is Wiestenberg. And this is going to be a final today, ladies and gentlemen. 5-0 in favor of the Oconomowoc Raccoons as they end Watertown's season. Watertown will go to 7-7-1 on the season. Oconomowoc goes to 5-7 on the season. Thanks to Max Alexander and Watertown TV for all their efforts, live streaming and doing all the technical work. This is Ray Bezanson signing off for another season. If we survive the summer, hopefully we'll see you for boys soccer and football in the fall. Hope to have former Mayor John David assisting with football if we can get him up here in the booth in the fall. So have a good summer. God bless and take care. Bye.